You know, the device you're watching this on right now, your phone, your laptop, it's been on a pretty incredible journey. A journey that spans continents, passing through countless hands and factories long before it ever reached you. But what actually happens on that journey?
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about the people who built it, the conditions they were working in? What about the environmental impact of making it? The full story is, well, it's a lot more complex than you might imagine. You see, the global supply chain for electronics is this massive, intricate web. And with all that complexity comes the potential for some really serious issues, everything from worker safety to environmental standards. So how do the world's biggest tech companies even begin to make sure the products we all love are made responsibly?
Well, for a huge part of the industry, the answer lies with an organization called the Responsible Business Alliance. You'll hear it called the RBA.
So what is it? Think of it as a massive team-up. The RBA is a coalition, a group of leading electronics companies that have all agreed to play by the same set of really high standards. Their whole goal is to create a better, safer, and more ethical global supply chain for everyone involved, from start to finish.
And they've boiled this entire effort down into one simple but really powerful mission: advancing sustainability globally. See, this isn't just about fixing one factory or one company. It's about lifting the standards for the entire industry.
Okay, so how do they actually do that? Well, the heart and soul of the RBA is its code of conduct. This is the official rulebook, the blueprint that every single member and their suppliers are expected to follow.
The code is built on 5 key pillars. Now, the one there in the middle, management systems, that's kind of the engine that makes everything else work. But to really get what the RBA is all about, we need to look at the 4 core principles that govern how factories operate: labor, health and safety, environment, and ethics. Let's break those down.
First up, labor. This is all about fundamental human dignity. It starts with a really basic principle. All work has to be voluntary. No forced labor, no child labor, period. From there, it makes sure workers get fair wages for fair hours, are treated with respect, and have the freedom to organize if they choose to. Next, let's talk about health and safety. This is about making sure the people who build our technology can go home safe at the end of every single day. And it's not just about reacting to accidents. It's about proactively spotting hazards, being ready for emergencies, and making sure all the facilities, and that includes worker housing, are clean and safe.
Then we have the environment. The RBA's focus actually extends way beyond the factory walls. The code sets clear standards for preventing pollution, using resources responsibly, and handling hazardous materials safely. At the end of the day, it's about protecting the planet that we all share.
And finally, ethics. To make sure there's a level playing field for everyone, the code demands absolute business integrity. That means zero tolerance for bribery or corruption. It also protects intellectual property, ensures fair competition, and, this is a big one, it protects the identity of whistleblowers who speak up when something isn't right.
But some issues are so critical, so important, that they can't just be a part of the general code. They need immediate attention, so they have their own special category: the zero tolerance list.
And when they say zero tolerance, they mean it. These are the absolute lines in the sand that can never, ever be crossed. They are completely non-negotiable.
This list covers the most severe violations you can imagine. Things like child labor and forced labor, that's under the labor category. So are any immediate, imminent threats to a worker's health or the environment. And just as important are issues like falsifying records or bribery, because those things, well, they undermine the entire system of trust.
So you've got this incredibly comprehensive set of rules. But why? Why do hundreds of companies and literally thousands of their suppliers agree to follow them?
It's a fair question, right? I mean, beyond just doing the right thing, what are the real-world incentives for businesses to adopt the RBA code? Well, as it turns out, it's just plain good business.
For one, complying with the RBA code improves a company's reputation, which can open doors to all sorts of new business. It also reduces legal risks and can actually increase productivity. And maybe most importantly, it leads to a happier, more stable workforce, with lower turnover and employees who are just more engaged with their work.
It's a win-win.
Okay, so we've covered the what, the how, and the why for all these companies. But let's bring this all back home for a second. What does the RBA mean for you and me?
Ultimately, the RBA isn't just some corporate checklist. It's a framework that's designed to protect real people. It creates a single, high standard to make sure the individuals behind our favorite gadgets are working in safe conditions, being treated fairly, and are shown the dignity and respect they absolutely deserve.
It really adds another layer to that hidden story we talked about at the beginning, doesn't it? It's a story of a huge global effort to build a better, more responsible world, one circuit board at a time. So maybe the next time you pick up your phone, you'll see it just a little bit differently. It's something to think about.